What's up guys, Khalif101 here, and today I am bringing you episode 18 of Road to Remake. So, last episode we finally got out of Midgar. Woohoo! It's only taken us so very long to get out. And now we've come to Calm, which is the next area that we've been told to go, and we've got a lot of story to get through, so bear with me. I'll do this later. I'll do that later. We want to get through this story part because it's a fair chunk. It's probably going to take up 2 episodes worth of time to go through and get through. So I just want to slow that down a bit for when I do those stealing videos and stuff. So now we are about to find out a little bit about Cloud's history and who Sephiroth is, the big bad guy who killed President Shinra. Oh no! Yeah, this is quite an in-depth story sequence. It does take a little bit of time to get through. Like I said, it's probably going to take me about 2 videos to move through and get through. So bear with me. There's not a lot of action going on. There is a lot of dialogue and a lot of story-driven points throughout this particular area. So it's not a lot to perhaps keep you entertained unless you are actually watching this for the game itself for the first time and want to learn about the game. So this is 5 years in the past, okay? Cloud is going on, I think it's like his first mission, or he's got some new materia or something. He's going back home to Nibelheim anyway. So yeah, and that is the big bad Sephiroth. Now, even if you have never played Final Fantasy VII before, chances are you know who Cloud and Sephiroth are, and that Sephiroth is, the big bad main baddie within the game, and that's him there. He is pretty badass, and this story-driven episode, Flashback, is where it builds him up into the big bad guy, and it does it very well. It is one of the key points in the story that builds towards the rest of the story, and basically it builds what the entire next part of the first disc is, like the rest of the first disc is, in terms of chasing Sephiroth. So pay attention. It does go through a lot of Cloud's history, sort of, but I'm not going to give you any spoilers. Yeah, and you will see that Sephiroth is monstrously strong, but we'll come to that in a second. So they're coming out to Nibelheim because in Nibelheim there is a Marco reactor and there is a malfunction there. So for some particular reason they've sent out Soldier instead of, like a maintenance team or something to go and fix the problem within the Marco reactor. And then that's where the tipping point turns and everything. So at this particular point in time, Sephiroth is a good guy. Holy crap. I've never ever gotten an attack in on this guy before, by the way. Even if I attack first. Oh. Oh. Well, I can't believe I actually captured that on video. I always die, or Sephiroth always beats me. That's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, so Sephiroth is far stronger in person than he is in stories, and within the stories, you don't actually hear a lot of the folklore around Sephiroth within the game, but he is stupidly strong. He is basically the man who single-handedly ended the war with Wutai for Shinra. So, yeah, what the war about between Shinra and Wutai is, it's never really particularly clear. Even within the prequel games, they never really make it quite clear what it was all about. So, my mother is Genova? Isn't that the headless chick we saw in the Shinra mansion? Oh, why, yes it is. And it's also the one that left all the trail of blood behind in the Shinra building, not mansion, Shinra building. So, yep, everything's kind of linking together towards the events that we just sort of had happen. Alright, let's go. Yo, wait a minute. Isn't that the name of Sephiroth's mother? Why, yes it is, Barrett. Now would you kindly stop interrupting me? That's a damn headless spook from the Shinra building. That's right. Now this is that particular thing there was Seelig or Tifa wanting to hear Cloud's side of the story, because there are things that don't match up. And remember, I said in an earlier video that Tifa does this throughout the game, because there are things about Cloud that just don't quite match up. They don't quite add up to what she remembers, I suppose. But like I said, I'm not going to continue on that. I'm not going to spoil it for anyone that hasn't played the game or doesn't know anything about the story. So yeah, this could actually take like 3 videos to get through. That means another like 3 video sitting. Oh man, I wanted to take a photo of Sephiroth. Take my picture. Well, stuff you. Now I can go into my house. There's a little interaction there. It's not really important. I can also go into Tifa's house and do a little bit of stuff in there. Again, not super important. It's pretty funny, but nothing pertaining to the story. So we just want to move through here, try and get through here as quickly as we can. This dude here, Zangan, you can talk to him. He is Tifa's master, martial arts master. So he's pretty good. You don't meet him too many times throughout the game though. We have an early start tomorrow. You should get some sleep. Yes, I think I will get some sleep. Why, thank you very much. Next morning. This photo is super important for later on in the game. It comes up later on in the game, but you'll see why. Oh, look, is that a familiar face or body? So Tifa has a lot of respect for Soldier at this particular point in time in the game, or Flashback I should say, because Cloud went and to go and join Soldier. Can I please have a photo? Sure. Sephiroth, even here, is just a bit arrogant. Which doesn't ring true for what Crisis Core portrayed him as before he kind of flipped out. He was a genuine nice guy. Thank you. But you don't get to see the photo until much later in the game. This kind of sucks. But you know, it is what it is. So I've got some other content on the way. Got some Rocket League. That's going to be super fun to upload because that is a mega fun game. Like seriously. I've got a review on a beta game that is in the PSN at the moment. That's pretty cool. So there's a little bit to come. I do really need to try and get some more Call of Duty on my channel, but it's just such a frustrating game. Although I did have a few good games, but it means I'd have to go back through theatre mode, which is never the best way to go about things. Super loud cutscenes! Hiya! Wow, I just fall off a bridge. That is, coincidentally, not the first time it's happened to Cloud. In fact, throughout the game, Flashback, so the Flashback, he's fallen from a high place, He fell from a super high place back in Midgar from the Sector 5 reactor. That's where we met Aerith. He also fell off the exact same bridge when he was a kid. So he's got a habit of kind of doing this. Super powerful. Oh, I'll show you something too, because it's pretty cool. The character profile. Cloud looks a lot younger, and that's Sephiroth. So there's your first detailed look at what Sephiroth actually looks like. And he looks pretty sick. We learn a little bit about materia here and how it's actually made. Basically materia, which is all the magic and everything that you use and equip on your weapons and armor and stuff, is super condensed Marco energy. And it's basically, I think the way that it's explained is the knowledge of the life stream is within the materia, which is what gives it the magical properties that it has. And this is a materia in its natural state. So all of the materia that we use throughout the game, or pretty much all of it, is synthesized materia. But this is like a materia that is naturally made. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Bit of history and a bit of facts about the world that we're playing in and how it all actually works. And Sephiroth goes through to explain it too. The knowledge and wisdom of the ancients is held in the materia, which is from the life stream. Anyone with this knowledge can freely use the powers of the land and the planet. That knowledge interacts between ourselves and the planet, calling upon magic, or so they say. So that's basically the explanation of how materia works. Yeah. Professor Hojo. Yeah. Excuse me for yawning. So, like I said, this is a fair chunk of story that we have to get through. And we're almost coming towards the end of the video, so... Now, it was suggested to me to extend the length of my videos. And I have thought about it before. The problem is that the PlayStation only lets me record 15 minutes at a time. So it's challenging to fit a longer video to go through and do it. And another reason is I want people to watch the full videos, and if a video goes for much longer than 15 minutes, I dare say a lot of people are probably not going to sit down and watch the whole thing. In saying that, even with a 15-minute video, a lot of the view duration sits at around 2 minutes for these videos, so I think people get bored of watching it pretty quickly, maybe. I don't know, it's hard to tell. I don't get a lot of views on them anyway. I am doing this purely for the people who want it there. Sergeant Martin, or Sergeant Bam as he's known on YouTube, is one of those particular people who do like it. Get her out, Sephiroth! So I'm doing it for those people. Before we continue on, I'm going to end the video here because I can't remember how long this particular part goes for. So I'm just going to end this video here and then restart the next one straight off the bat. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you do want longer videos, let me know, and I might think about trying to conjure up something for you. Otherwise, 15-minute videos seem to work for now. So yeah, I'm Cleef101. I am Cleef101. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys later. Bye.